YouTube, the Brawl Pass season is almost over, which usually means Brawl Talk, and the next Brawl Stars update is right about to happen. So, let's go over our update wish list. What is it that we want most in the next Brawl Stars update? My wish list, your wish list, even the team leads wish list. The team leads witness. No. The team leads
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that.
The team leads wish list and Dani's. Okay, I can talk. Let's do it. By the way, just gonna put up some gameplay of me playing Power League and struggling with randoms and Mythic. Enjoy my struggles. Now, I did a community post asking you all what your wish list was, and over 500 of you responded, and a bunch of people liked stuff. So we're gonna go over that. But first, let's go over Frank, the team lead's wish list is. He has some interesting stuff. The first thing he says, an alternative for solo showdown. I've heard him talk about this. He means like another solo mode, but it's obviously not like Battle Royale maybe, or not Showdown. I don't know exactly what it could be. Obviously, I guess Lone Star was another version of like a solo mode, but it kind of wasn't very well balanced. I do think something like that would be perfect for Brawl Stars because playing with randoms is not always a great experience, which is one reason why a lot of people play solo showdown. So another solo mode would be awesome. More server regions. Lag is always everyone's worst enemy for sure. Latency indicators, you can sort of like see, I guess, how strong your Wi-Fi is or isn't. That's a good idea, Frank. Individual stats. Okay, a lot of people have asked for stats. Here Frank is saying he wants it too. So all right, I'm about it. Random skins. Okay, that's a pay-to-win option, which I am, so I'm about it. I think what he means is a button you can click on for any brawler and just randomizes whatever skin you have for every single battle you play. That'd be kind of cool. Better clubs. I'm not really sure what better clubs means, but there's a lot of things about clubs that are not great or not very useful or have much purpose, so sure. Better looking for a group. Yes, yes. People who actually use it would be a start. But I'm definitely about that. Reporting system. Oh, so many people want a reporting system in Brawl Stars. It's always way harder to implement than to like think of it. It's easy to think of. It's crazy hard to actually do. At least do well and like have real punishments and stuff, you know. A friendly room voice option. Oh no. Get ready for the crap talking era of Brawl Stars to begin. Come on, man. Go into a friendly battle. I'll show you really who's boss. Oh. How many of your mom jokes will we have to suffer? Power League format for friendly/API for friendly battles. Oh, so for that would basically for tournaments and stuff, you could use Power League banning and drafting. That would be perfect. If any remember Pro Brawl League, the first season we had banning and drafting, and it was a bit of a struggle. It took a while. Honestly, the difficulty of banning and drafting was the whole main reason we sort of scrapped that and made it simpler in the following seasons. Yeah, so thinking back in Pro Brawl League, we had to do the drafting like way ahead of time in order for us to have any chance of it being possible. If it's just in-game, it'd be so much easier. Also, by the way, Frank does say, disclaimer, it's not a development list. It's more just things that, as a player, he wants to see, which is fair, and who knows what the priority order is on any of this stuff either. Could it be something he wants? Yeah, he can make it happen, but who knows how critical any of that stuff actually is as far as when and the urgency they need to do it. Now, some more interesting stuff from Dani. He gave a top 7 list because he agreed with 3 of them. Okay. First one, hockey. What? That sounds like pretty awesome. I can't imagine skating in Brawl Stars, but I guess we already have Lou, but that also, Lou's super, that's, you know, obviously it'd be different than that somewhat. But hey, let's just do all sports in Brawl Stars. Next up, tennis, and every player is a BB, right? Am I right? A complex brawler we release and regret right afterwards. When does that not happen? Just kidding. Actually, the balance on the recent brawlers has been pretty good. For the most part. I mean, they haven't broken the game, you know, not to jinx it. Bullet Hell weekend event. I'm not sure what that is. Pin trading, I know a lot of people want that. I think the main reason they're like not doing it is because of like credit card fraud and stuff that you can do by like trading stuff from one account to the other. Something like that. Game mode maker. Oh, screw map maker. Game mode maker. Yes. Think big, Dani. I like it. Solo deathmatch. I'm not entirely sure how that differs from Lone Star, but okay. I mean, if it's a better Lone Star, sure, I'm about it. Share map with hashtag or yes, dude, this is the biggest thing on my wish list. I wasn't gonna share mine yet, but that's one of my top ones. By the way, big shout out to everyone using code Cory to support the channel. It does really help support a lot, so thank you. All right, now let's see what you all want the most. First of all, more features in clubs like donating power points or club wars. Also, different rewards when the Brawl Pass is completed, like a token chop. First off, more club stuff. Definitely, like even the trophy limits get old so fast. More customization in clubs, better club icons or even profile icons would be really cool. And definitely more unique rewards at the end of our Brawl Pass. Not a bad idea because who does that reward? Your most loyal hardcore players. Those are the ones grinding past the Brawl Pass and still playing. Give them something a little bit more exciting to keep looking forward to every time they keep playing the game instead of just, you know, another big box. All right, Jim, an improved way to find teammates at your trophy level, either settings on looking for team. Yeah, that's fair. So it only searches for whatever the settings you are, or club features. I definitely think for a game where majority of the modes are team-based, yeah, having better features like this is crazy important and has kind of been lacking. Not that they haven't tried, just that it hasn't exactly worked. Something more for clubs. All right, a lot of people saying that. The ability to change a quest a day. Really good idea. Exclusive things for completing Trophy Road. Maybe like, I was about to say like icons, but there's already kind of stuff for that, but they're just not exciting. I don't know. And Power League ability to suggest brawlers and other Power League improvements. Yeah, suggesting brawlers in Power League would be a pretty solid improvement in Power League, although it doesn't mean people will listen. Another suggesting the ability to change a quest per day. Yeah, refreshing quests is a common thing in other games. I'm not quite sure why it's not in Brawl Stars, but as long as it gets here eventually, I totally agree. Yeah, a lot more comments about improvements for Power League, whether that's reporting people or suggestions or other stuff. Definitely reporting in Power League can go a long way. Okay, what about a level-like way of playing, like a story mode, and you could incorporate Brawl Stars lore? Although, admittedly, can you imagine them doing the creepy Star Park lore, like, in-game? I can't imagine that would, like, be a good thing to see for a brand new player, probably. But the idea of a story mode would be fun. Give life to experience, like not just a lame profile icon, but creating a brand new XP road. I know a lot of people do ask for like experience to mean something. Yeah, it's totally pretty worthless. It's kind of just like a measure of how many games you've played in a sense. And then also not punishing players who only play a handful of brawlers. It really creates a cascade effect that makes the game more boring every day. I agree. I think this is honestly probably my biggest problem with Brawl Stars is the way they handle matchmaking and trophies. Because as this person says, yeah, you're sort of punished for trying to only play your most fun or most favorite brawlers, and the game always forces you to stop playing them eventually, whether that's in harder matchmaking, whatever. I mean, there's no perfect solution to matchmaking, but I do wish it was more about only playing the ones that you like and have fun with, as opposed to making sure you play everything to be fair and do all your quests and get as high trophies as possible. Ooh, some kind of pin reforge would be useful for people who have a lot of pins for brawlers they don't like. For example, if you have 2 pins of a brawler and you don't like those 2 pins, put them in the forge and get 1 pin out in return. Maybe it's random or something, but still you could refresh it and have a chance at getting a pin for brawler you actually enjoy more. Speaking of Power League improvements, a 30-second discussion time after band pick phase where there can be custom messages, just a proper way to communicate. Even if it's just like, I'm going left, I'm going middle, I'm going right. In those like 10 to 30 seconds, that could be so helpful for determining which lane you want to go in. Or even just any sort of team communication. Like, I'll play support, I'll play aggressive, I'll play passive, you know, whatever. This is a lot of likes. I really want a club war system. I do think a club war system would be really awesome for Brawl Stars, especially because clubs don't have a big purpose. The one thing I'm worried about is something that's happening in Brawl Stars right now is there's a huge, crazy amount of variety of stuff to do. I think eventually there's got to be a limit on the amount of game modes you have in game and the amount of things that you might be you know, distracting you for different stuff that you could be or should be doing. You know, you have your quests, you have a ton of different game modes, you have the fun custom game modes, which are also random, and then you have competitive, and then also Club Wars. I'm not saying we shouldn't do Club Wars. I just think we need to be aware of not having too many game modes. I don't know, am I the only one who thinks that? Oh, the gadget/star power switch bug. It's funny, not harmful for anyone, and it should come back. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I did a couple videos going over some of these glitches, raised on a bunch as well. Yeah, for real, these were a really fun way to just spice up like friendly battles. I guess you could maybe put that under like friendly battle customization improvements maybe, but this one, since it's kind of a bug, they probably won't, right? But it would be fun if they did. So I know Jaden said a couple things here, but I just want to highlight one thing. More different Brawl boxes. I agree. I feel like in other games, maybe not all, there tends to be a bigger variety in the type of boxes. I don't know, am I just the only one thinking that? But I feel like Brawl Stars, the boxes aren't not like that exciting necessarily. I mean, obviously Mega Box is exciting, but like outside of that, it's all the same. They're just miniature of each other. All right, now my wish list, I got 3 things I really want added to Brawl Stars. I already sent one of them to you, and that's I want to be able to copy maps that you see or play on, because as a content creator, this would allow so many more like type of videos where you guys submit your maps to me and I easily copy them and play on them and make, you know, cool gameplay content like that. Right now, I either have to spend like 30 minutes crafting every single map or, you know, jump into every single person's room and make sure they're online at the same time, etc. Another thing I really want is more duo modes. Frank said he wants more solo modes. I want more duo modes. What about 2v2v2 or even 2v2v2v2, whatever? Oh wait, that's just duo showdown. But put it in like a different context. Maybe you put it with a sport. You have Brawl Ball, for example, but with like 3 teams of 2, or maybe Basket Brawl with 3 teams of 2. I think there's a lot of like variety of stuff you could do, or even if it's like a capture the flag, but there's only 1 flag and there's 3 teams. I think there's a lot of 2-person game modes that could be fun, especially when it's hard to find good randoms. You only need 1 good random in this case. You know, more potential. Okay, my next thing on my wish list is actually a brawler idea, so bear with me. But basically, he's kind of like a miner, all right? He digs under the ground, and when he's under the ground, no one can attack him. He can't be hurt whatsoever, and he can go through, like, underneath walls, go underneath water, whatever. But he also can't attack when he's under the ground. So in order to attack, he has to pop up, you know, like above the ground, and kind of like Frank, you know, it's gonna be a slow animation exactly. It'll give people time to react and move away, but once he's above the ground, he can start attacking again. So he's kind of like a surprise Leon, but with the Frank slowness to where you have a chance to escape and counteract. I mean, of course, he's gonna have a shovel for his weapon, and maybe he does like an AoE short-range piercing attack that can hit multiple enemies, and you know, maybe his super, he throws his shovel at you, hits you in the head, stuns you for a second, it does a little bit of damage. I'm sure it'll be totally balanced. Come on. Well, if you enjoyed this, check out more great ideas to improve Brawl Stars right over there. I'm sure you'll also enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace.